My name is Rev Andy Grant and I am an assistant curate in the benefice of Bramham. Most of my adult life was spent serving in HM forces. So when I was 19 years old I joined the infantry regiment of the Gloucesters. I stayed with them for about 10 or 11 years and then spent 3 years as a military clerk, and my last 7 years were spent as an occupational welfare worker within the forces, and I left in 2009 to go to Cranmer Hall in Durham to train for ordination. A lot of the work within Army welfare was what we would recognise as pastoral work. This would include supporting soldiers and families who are going through all kinds of difficulties. It could be to do with separation caused by the expectations and needs of the service. It could be dealing and supporting injured soldiers, working with families who've broken down, marital breakdown, and a lot of work in the area of bereavement. I've never not believed in God, and I was raised in the church, right from the word go by my parents. But I did have my first significant experience of God in the mid-80s when I went to a Billy Graham mission. And I didn't go there with any expectations at all, but at the point at which Billy Graham invited folk to come forward, I felt as if heaven had sort of landed in that stadium and was simply drawn forward. My next sort of experience of God that was very profound was on operations in Bosnia. And I was on patrol with fellow soldiers in my section, and we were involved in a very serious RTA. And the vehicle we were in and travelling in Bosnia, in Gorazda, came off the road, and this was a road that was up a very steep valley side, and I was second in command of the vehicle, and my body was sort of half out of the vehicle, poking through the top, and I just felt almost a force pushed me back into the vehicle as it tipped and rolled off the edge. It bounced and rolled, I think, about 1,000 feet. I came out about 2/3 of the way down, and was obviously shocked and injured, but I thanked God on the spot. That's the first thing that came to mind. But at that point I think it really started to help me to look at issues of life and faith and God and my family far more seriously. Ordination, that particular journey was not easy. I think because I was in the army and with all that the army expects of people and the ethos of being a soldier, I think that the church probably had a bit of digging to do. And certainly through that process there were a few things I had to sort of address and work through, which actually have been very helpful for me. And I can realise now that back in the late 90s when I first had a sense of vocation, I was not ready. I realise now that was all part of God's plan to sort of fashion me and mould me into the kind of person He wanted to be as a priest. I think that my experiences as a soldier have helped me to become quite robust. So those experiences, and certainly my army welfare work, has helped me to be what I hope is unshockable. You are sometimes, I suppose, privy to personal situations that people might share with you that are very difficult. It helps me to provide a good listening ear, I hope, to people who are in some sort of need at the time. I would hope also as a soldier it's made me good at my timekeeping and reliable and loyal.